Hi, everyone. My name is Sahara Roosevelt. I'm a wellness travel coach and consultant and the founder of the Travel Coach Network. In this video today, I'm going to be touching on or talking about why hotels are completely missing the mark when it comes to wellness tourism and where the disconnect lies. It's no secret that wellness has catapulted across all industries, corporate wellness, business travel, and of course, tourism and hospitalities. We're seeing that in the rise in wellness related services for hotels and resorts. There's mottos out there by these luxury hotel brands and spas like Life in Balance, or we hear things like mind, body, and spirit. But what does that really mean? When people are booking trips that are wellness related, they're most likely going to be marketed a wellness retreat, a wellness center, a yoga retreat, a luxury hotel, an exclusive spa experience, or a holistic retreat. But there's so much more to travel and wellness than what the industry is providing and talking about. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because there's some things that wellness hotels and retreats, and just hotels in general, and even if you're a destination management company, a travel agency, a cruise line, this is applicable to you and your how you attract your ideal clients, your ideal travelers, and how do you build your brand and your marketing that's going to connect to not only the wellness traveler, but travelers in general, which is what we're striving to do here with Rise in Sales, right? So we're thinking about, when we think of a wellness experience, we're probably going to look up something maybe like Miraval or Six Senses, or maybe Canyon Ranch, right? And then we're going to see things and hear things like they're upping their game, they're bringing innovation and alignment. There's an evolution of wellness travel. These are different concepts and words pulled from what these wellness retreats or wellness hotels are marketing right now. But what definition of wellness lies within that, right? What does that meaning really hold when it comes to the consumer? When you're giving hotels and retreats are also talk about giving practical tools to live a happier life, right? Helping people with the lingering issues of 2020, I've heard much about. Helping people consciously choose travel that encourages healing is something I read in an article today about luxury hotels as well. Yes, people are turning to travel to help with the impact in particular over the past few years. But even though that might be a driving factor for the rise in tourism right now, does not separate it from why people traveled in the first place, right? Travel has always been healing for us as human beings. And there's countless studies and research out there that talks about why is that. And it's the narrative around wellness and tourism that needs to be redefined and reshaped, because a travel experience shouldn't be marketed as a wellness experience. Travel itself is synonymous with wellness. And that is what I want to inspire hotels and resorts to take a look at when it comes to your marketing and your branding and your vision and your missions. So what are being offered right now across the industry? There's things like comprehensive programs, including treatments, luxurious spas, in-room fitness programs and amenities. Maybe there's a Peloton or interactive workout platform in the room, IV therapy, sound baths, hypnotherapy, biomarker testing, and nutritionist planned meals, vitamin shots, addiction behavior specialist, facials, counseling, intuitive readings, Reiki, acupuncture, outdoor yoga, and more. Meditation, I'm not sure if I mentioned that. These are things that we often hear and that are associated with wellness tourism. But as a competitor in the space of not only taking a look at your positioning within the wellness tourism industry, but the tourism industry as a whole, right? You want travelers, because everyone's seeking a healing journey when it comes to travel, not just specific people who happen to Google a wellness trip, right? Travel's transformative for all of us in such personal ways. So how can we branch outside the barriers of what's already being done? Because if you're offering everything that everyone else is doing, where do you stand that stands out? Where's your position that makes you ahead of the curve, right? Ahead of the game. So a question I want you to ask yourself is, what's the difference between these programs and amenities that are offered and what's at a wellness center or treatment facility? What I was reading in an article today was that a innovation within certain hotel chains is that, or hotels, wellness resorts, whatever it might have been, or resorts, is that they were not dubbed a wellness center or a wellness hotel. That's what made them different, they said. But what they offered was the same. So whether you call yourself or categorize yourself under a wellness hotel or a wellness resort does not mean that your programs and your services and your experiences are going to be anything unique or different from what those who are under the category or self-define themselves as for consumers, for travelers, right? And so when we're offering things like hypnotherapy and in-room treatments and IV therapy, nutritionists, if that's what you're offering as a part of a wellness experience, what's the difference between someone coming to your hotel to get these treatments or them just going to a wellness related center or a treatment facility for these as well, right? So you have to find what's going to differentiate yourself from what's already established out there. When we think about travel, you have to also ask yourself, who are you marketing this to? Who's this experience for? Who's going to pay for this? Who wants this? Because you look at the industry as a whole of the average traveler. Many things have changed in the industry, and that includes people's income as well as their value of their time and their money. We already see the great resignation happening. We already see the problems in the corporate world of trying to attract and retain valuable talent and the difficulties within that, the desire for remote work, and then what does that mean and leave for the workforce. But when it comes to tourism as well, the travelers' behavior and spending behavior has changed as well. Travel is a tool and a value to improve our well-being, but it is not being marketed that way. And it is not being provided that way. We as human beings already know that travel is healing, otherwise we wouldn't be booking that trip in the first place. But healing means something different to everyone. Wellness means something different to everyone. So as a company, a hotel, a brand, a destination, whatever it is that you have to identify what is your purpose for the experiences and what does experience mean for your brand. Another question is, does it really matter that you don't classify your brand as a wellness center or a retreat if your property is offering and mirroring the same things, the same experiences or treatments or services? And ask yourself, why would someone pay money to go to your destination, to your property, and spend money for staying in 4 walls, working with professionals that they could maybe do cheaper in a local facility or location closer to them? What is going to make you stand out? If your brand says that it aims to help with things like anxiety and stress and chronic fatigue, digestive issues, insomnia, sleep issues, mental clarity, purpose, passion, reconnecting with yourself or with your partner, resiliency, gratitude, anti-aging, vitality, restoration, and more. You have to figure out what does that mean and how can you do that in the sense that it aligns with the fundamentals of travel. The fundamentals of travel, the foundation of why people travel is people in place. There's so much research out there that I hold that talks about the mental, the physical, the spiritual, the emotional, the social, the professional, intellectual, and more wellness benefits of travel. That is not being integrated into what is already being done in the industry. But if you're just if your definition of an experience solely involves some sort of four-walled treatment, indoor service, in-house specialists, or any other westernized approach to wellness, you are completely missing the mark and missing the point about why people travel to heal. Why people choose to travel in the first place. There's a lot more meaning and purpose to us. Is your brand touching on those pain points of your desired clients, your desired travelers, your desired consumers? You need to stop giving a Band-Aid for people's needs and provide experiences that actually provide a transformation and morph their life. The Band-Aid of sitting in a spa and getting a facial to help reduce your stress and relaxation does not solve the fact that once they leave your four walls, that benefit is going to disappear, because now they're faced with the reality of their life in general that they were trying to get some sort of relief from. And not saying that your brand has to solve people's problems, but what you're selling are transformative experiences. Experiences are things that transform our lives. Think about the time that you went on a trip and what impacted you the most. When you think of your favorite experiences traveling, it was probably because you had an emotional change, a physical change, an internal change, some sort of change in your life. And that's what your brand should be doing for travelers. That's why they are looking to come to your property, your destination, your cruise, whatever it is you're offering. Travel is synonymous with wellness. The wellness travel industry was very much embodied by spas and the whole spa industry and wellness centers. And there has been such a disconnect between wellness and travel. So in order to combine them, you must go to a wellness travel related center or property. That's not true. Travel is wellness. Wellness is travel. Let's start redefining and reshaping that. The data that I own provides true and deeper, real reasons for why people travel, why they choose to go to a certain place, how long they choose to go for, who they choose to go with, whether they need to go alone or with someone, what kind of activities or things they need to do because they have specific goals and intentions in mind, how long they need to go for. Is it for a couple of weeks? Is it for a weekend? And what type of things they are looking out of that experience. That is gold to figure out what to offer your ideal travelers. Think about what transformation, changes, outcomes that your that your ideal clients desire, your travelers desire. The information of my approach to wellness travel stems from decades of studies and research and insight from reputable sources that goes to show the proof on how beneficial and impactful and healing travel can be on our mental, our physical, our emotional, our spiritual, all these different elements of well-being, a well-rounded journey for wellness. And that's why people traveled in the first place. Travel itself can help prove, address, or overcome everything that hotels strive to improve, including anxiety, stress, vitality, passion, connection, spiritual journeys, and more. Everything I'm already seeing on these hotels and wellness resorts talking about their point and what their already services and offers provide, but yet there's a disconnect between, let's say, decreasing anxiety and staying within four walls and having a treatment versus what travel can really do when we take a look and incorporate things like people, place, culture, nature, human connection, exploration, discovery, and more. Your brand is missing out on things like standing out in the travel industry as a whole, not just the travel, wellness, tourism industry, but travel in general. You don't want to just market towards the wellness traveler who Googled wellness travel experience, because that's all that they know right now. Redefine and reshape travel in general that embraces, embodies, and encompasses wellness, right? Marketing your brand vision, your brand mission, your services and your offers, experiences, and what that means for your company, your company culture. When you can hone in on these pain points and redefine and really provide an experience that keeps people coming back for more, spreading word of mouth, that's going to increase sales, increase loyalty, and so much more for your brand. You want to learn more about wellness and tourism and my approach to how to incorporate these types of experiences and how to create a brand that really embraces, embodies the future of and current stage of travel, then reach out to me anytime. This is, like I said, applicable also to destinations, whether you're a destination management company, a cruise line, a travel agency, a resort, and more, even a travel booking platform. Anyone who's looking to reinvent and stand out in the future of travel, I really recommend that you reach out to me and let's connect, and I'm happy to share more with you. Bye everyone, and get to thinking on how you can be creative and innovative and really stand out and build a long-lasting brand in the travel and hospitality industry that really makes a true impact on people's lives.